Hello, I'm Abby Collins. I work at the syndicate. I am the head of underwriting operations.
My name is Rebecca Alejandre. I have been working for Munich Re about a year and 8 months now, and my job title is I'm a ENS professional liability underwriter.
My name is Joey. I'm an assistant cyber underwriter, and I've been working for Munich Re for 2 years.
Hi, I'm Gerald. I've been with Munich Re for close to a year, and I'm working in the Southeast Asia property treaty underwriting.
My name is Ayanda Mtetwa. I work in the Johannesburg office at Munich Re. I'm a claims consultant.
My name is Romeo Ouattara. I joined Munich Re 3 years ago, and I've been relocated in South Africa as senior engineering underwriter.
My name is Sarah Beth Rowland. I'm a business development manager, and I've been working at Munich Re for 20 years.
My name is Daming Shen. I am a product and pricing analyst in the underwriting product team in Great Lakes, London.
My name is Adam. I am a senior claims consultant at Munich Re for the last 2.5 years.
For my education, I went to Temple University for risk management and insurance.
I went to uni at Exeter to study politics, philosophy and economics. I then worked for a small MGA where I did mostly surety and bonds. I then went back to uni to pursue a master's in business management at Trinity.
My education path starts with a bachelor's in actuarial science in college. So after that, I've joined a couple of insurance company, and prior to moving to Munich Re as a property treaty underwriter.
So I have a law degree, a bachelor's of law degree, and then I'm pursuing a master's of law in insurance and governance.
I went to University of Ontario and did a Bachelor of Arts in Political Science. I did not have insurance as a career in mind at that time.
So for college, I studied business with a specialization in management information systems, and I went on to get my MBA.
So my path probably isn't typical. I went to sixth form and then got a job in retail, and then from there I went to university, but only for 1 year. It wasn't for me. I wanted to work, so I left university after a year and got my first ever job with Munich Re.
I'm mechanical engineer. So at the beginning, I was not, really ready to start a career in the insurance field.
It actually starts in the news. So if I'm watching the news and I see some event that might impact the insurance industry, I know that when I get to my office, I'd have to look at how we are impacted. Then once I get to my desk, I liaise with stakeholders about current ongoing claims. I look at claims data, and a typical day in claims also involves a lot of reading reinsurance policies and seeing how they adapt to the event at hand, or the claim at hand, rather.
One of my daily tasks also is the risk assessment. Being part of the underwriting FNC community is very amazing because we are the filtering of what Munich Re put in the portfolio. So the responsibility is very huge. And in the meantime, also being part of the facultative team, one of the key tasks is the client management. Entertain the client, make sure that you are able to provide them, the solution. Even if not, how we can address the answer that we will give to them, But be clear in terms of communication with our clients. And for me, is the three main things that I can say.
I tend to go down to Lloyd's at about 11 after answering some emails. It's a marketplace of insurance where we all have our own desks and brokers come round and visit our desks and offer us to write business. There's a good energy in Lloyd's. It's bustling with brokers, and you get to meet with brokers face to face to discuss new risks or potentially renewals. After that, lunch is typically with colleagues in the office, and the afternoon can be a mix of underwriting calls, meeting with brokers, responding to emails, and just looking at business.
We are receiving our submissions and we're clearing them, and from there we decide if we can actually underwrite or have to decline. But in our market, we can pretty much take a look at anything, and we begin our rating process from there.
They really are different with different challenges and opportunities.
I always laugh when people say that because I'm like, how can your job be different every day? But it really does feel different every day. I'm like first line of contact for underwriters and underwriting assistants at the syndicate. So really whatever comes up for them that day could come up for me.
A typical day for me would be Constant firefighting against different queries from different stakeholders, but also doing some regular work such as continuous monitoring about the underwriting trends for different managing general agents under our wings. But also the other half of my job requires me to use statistical and other techniques.
Really, if I had to boil it down to a bullet point, it's my job to validate claims as being covered by our reinsurance treaties, figuring out what our share is, and making sure that our cedents are getting paid what we owe them and in a timely manner.
The coolest part about my job is that I actually really enjoy my job. I really do like what I do. I feel like somehow I make a difference, and obviously meeting all different types of people.
I get to work with different stakeholders, especially client managers, to come up formulate renewal strategies. And I really think it's very important to involve so many people in the decision making.
The best part of my job, and especially on the engineering sector, for some project we can have some delay in terms of finance. So you can get the submission today, and 3 years later, you have been able to conclude it. So for me, when I bound a business and I think that I make my effort in order to attract the luck for Munich Re, for me is a big and exciting moment, a big joy. And when I arrive at home, my family can feel that daddy is happy today.
The best part about my job is that on the daily basis, I get to look at each individual claim, which is completely different from the next. So every single day is like building a new puzzle.
It's when the other business units, client management, actuarial, underwriting, come to us with a question because we've established ourselves as trusted business partners. We know our craft, we know our stuff, and they rely on us. And when they come to us with a question and being able to go back to them and have them say, thank you, that was perfect.
First of all, what is important on my desk is also the bottle of water in order to get energy.
The notebook, because I have to still do the old school way of note taking, and it works for me.
I would probably also say photos of my family.
My glasses so I can see.
My Outlook, my Excel, and my Teams.
So I think the way that the next generation goes beyond is a product of our upbringing and the world we were born into and what that world has become. Technology, AI, social media, these are things that didn't exist for previous generations, probably weren't even contemplated, and those tie into insurance. They tie into the global workforce.
The next generation will be brave, will be approachable, will be open. I am part of the next generation because I accept new things. I'm willing to exchange new information. I'm happy to be open for more network, new challenges, hopefully bring new solutions in the end.
I think what unites us all is wanting to connect and wanting to really build those bridges across.
Our passion for innovation, for the growth of our personal careers and the growth of the company, and bringing together of minds to have new ideas and share new ideas and enhance on our current skill set.